Hi, so it's time for our annual St. Patrick's Day story time. And this year's program is called How Do You Catch a Leprechaun? So what we're going to do is we're going to do some things. We're going to read some stories and we're going to do some of the things that leprechauns like. And we're going to see, do you think we'll be able to catch a leprechaun? Can we figure it out? So, welcome to Carrie. Thank you for joining us today. And one of the things that we're going to do today is I'm going to try reading a story about a leprechaun because I know leprechauns are a little bit shy. They really don't like to be in the public. So I'm thinking maybe if he hears a story about a leprechaun, he'll join us. So we'll start out reading a book, and then we're going to do a lot of fun things. What kinds of things do you think that a leprechaun likes to do? What do you know about a leprechaun? If you want to, when I ask questions, you can unmute and answer. I'd love to hear your answers. What do you think a leprechaun likes? And you can also add a comment on Facebook Live. So what do you think leprechauns like? Okay, well, what we're going to do is we're going to start out with reading a book. It's called A Fine St. Patrick's Day, and it's by Susan Wojciechowski. And anybody there's several people signed up. I hope you join me online and the Zoom, and you can answer and take part of this, or you can just watch. So this is the story. It's all green, and what do you see on that horse? Yes, it's a leprechaun. Okay, so let's read the story. For as far back as anyone could remember, the towns of Tralee and Trela had been rivals. Every year on St. Patrick's Day, they held a contest to see which town could decorate best for the holiday. And though the people of Tralee tried their hardest, they never won. The prize, a golden trophy in the shape of a shamrock, was always awarded to Trela. That's tough. Each year, when the winner was announced by the official country judge, the people of Tralee sighed and said, next year we'll win, to be sure. The people of Trela laughed at them. No, you won't. You have always lost, and you always will, they said. Is that a nice thing to say? What do you think? Once a year, the mayor of Tralee rang the bell in the town square, calling all the townspeople to gather. When everyone was there, he said, little Fiona Riley, though she's but a wee lass of 6, has come up with a fine idea for this year's contest. We'll win, to be sure, but only if everyone agrees to it. Little Fiona's plan was to paint everything in the town a bright green. 'Tis a fine idea, said Emily O'Fallon. But will all of our homes be painted green? Yes, said the mayor. 'Tis surely a fine idea, said Reverend Flattery. But will even the churches be green? Yes. 'Tis a most excellent idea, said Brogan O'Neill, the school principal. But will the school be green? Yes, said the mayor. Everything, right down to the wee dog houses, will be painted green. Except for the mailboxes, said Mr. Root, the postmaster. They are government property. And the fire hydrants, added Captain Blazes, the fire chief. They must stay yellow to be seen. A hush came over the crowd as the townspeople thought about the plan. When the mayor asked how many wanted to paint the town green, everyone shouted, yay, and cheered, and whooped, and hollered, and said, 'tis a fine idea. This year, yeah, we'll win to be sure. They agreed that little Fiona Riley's name should be engraved on the trophy. Oh, they're already thinking they won. What do you think? They lose every year. What's going to happen? Are they doing what you suggested? The people of Tralee bought painters' hats and coveralls. They bought brushes and rollers. They rummaged through basements and sheds for ladders and buckets. And little Fiona was allowed to choose the shade of green they would use: Emerald Island, Limerick green, or Galway green. Fiona chose Limerick green line. Mr. and Mrs. Kelly, who owned the hardware store, ordered hundreds and hundreds of gallons of Limerick lime green paint. Meanwhile, the people of Tralee were planning too. They decided to cut shamrocks from green cardboard, sprinkle them with glitter, and hang them from every branch of every tree in the town. So, which idea do you like best? On the day before St. Patrick's Day, as everyone in Tralee and Tralee was busy working on decorations, a little man on a large horse came galloping across the meadow. He wore red trousers, a brown leather apron, and boots decorated with gold bells. His beard came down to his stomach. Pointed ears stuck out beneath the brim of his hat. His horse had long satin ribbons braided into its mane. So who is this stranger? What do you think he is? What does he look like? He's green. The man turned toward Tralee and stopped at Mrs. Dungalow's house at the edge of town. He pounded on the front door. Mrs. Dungalow, scissors in hand, answered. Frantically, the little man asked, begging your pardon, can you help me? I was leading my cows across the rivers, and Sure and Begorra, they are stuck in the mud. You picked the wrong day to ask for help, said Mrs. Dungalow sharply. I'm cutting shamrocks. She shut the door in his face. Is that a nice thing to do? What do you think? The stranger hurried to the next house. When Mr. O'Leary answered the door, the little man asked, begging your pardon, can you help me? I was leading my cows across the river, and Sure and Begorra, they are stuck in the mud. Away with you, said Mr. O'Leary. I'm busy cutting string for our shamrocks. The river is cold. My cows won't last much longer, to be sure, said the stranger. But Mr. O'Leary had shut the door and gone back to measuring his lengths of string. At the third house, the little man asked again, begging your pardon, can you help me? I was leading my cows across the river, and Sure and Begorra, they are stuck in the mud. The McLeans, their hands covered with glitter and glue, looked annoyed. Don't you know what day this is? Mrs. McLean asked. We're busy getting ready to beat Tralee in the contest. Every house, the stranger was turned away. Oh, we see him up closer. What does he look like? His ears, his pointed ears, his red hair. What do you think he is? Finally, he crossed the field into Tralee. At the first house he came upon, he asked, begging your pardon. Can you help me? I was leading my cows across the river, and Sure and Begorra, they are stuck in the mud. Mary Kate Driscoll was on her ladder, paintbrush in hand. Her coveralls were splattered with limerick lime paint. Her face was smudged with limerick lime blotches. She climbed down and looked at the little man. She looked up at her house. She scratched her head. Follow me, Mary Kate said. She ran to the town square and rang the doorbell, ring, 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 until the townspeople came, wearing coveralls and painters' hats. The little man yelled out into the crowd, begging your pardon, can you help me? I was leading my cows across the river, and Sure and Begorra, they are stuck in the mud. But what about our painting? A third person called out. What about the contest? Called another voice. This is the year we'll win, to be sure. What about the trophy? Another person called out. Little Fiona Riley was sitting atop her father's shoulders listening. She looked down at the people all splattered with limerick lime paint. She thought about the golden trophy. She thought about having her name engraved on it. Finally, she called out in a voice loud and clear, but what about the cows? We need to help the cows. A hush came over the crowd as everyone considered what little Fiona had said. "'Tis a fine idea," said Emily O'Follow. "'Tis surely a fine idea," said Reverend Flattery. "'Tis a most excellent idea," said Brogan O'Neill. When the mayor took a vote of how many people wanted to help the stranger, every hand went up. The crowd shouted, yay, and they cheered, yay, whooped and hollered. All the people of Tralee headed for the river. The children, the old folks, and families with babies. They went in the wagons, on bicycles, and on foot. As they crossed the meadow, they heard the sound of cowbells. Ding, 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 ding. And when they reached the river, Sure and Begorra, there were the little man's cows, stuck in the mud. Everyone pushed and pulled and tugged. One by one, the cows were freed from the mud at the bottom of the river. The sun had long set by the time the people of Tralee got back to their homes and fell into bed, tired and wet. "Oh, well, next year we'll win, to be sure," said the mayor to his wife as he sank into a deep, snoring sleep. Looks like a big job getting those cows. The following morning, look at the picture. The people of Tralee woke to the sound of the bell ringing in the town square. Ding, 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 ding. They ran outside in their pajamas and nightgowns, and in the case of old Mr. Murphy, bright red long underwear. And they saw was so incredible, they could barely believe their eyes. Every inch of Tralee was green, sparkling, shimmering, glimmering, glorious green, from the wee dog houses to the tall spike of the church, except for the mailboxes being government property and the fire hydrants, which remained yellow so they could be seen. The people of Tralee shouted, yay, and they cheered, yay, and they whooped, and they hollered, "'Tis this year we'll win for sure." Wow, quite amazing. And they did. When the official country judge rode through the two towns, he declared Tralee to be the winner and handed the mayor the prize. The trophy case in the town hall was no longer empty. It now held one golden shamrock, which would soon be engraved with little Fiona's name. As the St. Patrick's Day supper of lamb and boiled potatoes was set out in the town hall, the mayor asked some of the townspeople to find the stranger and invite him to the party. They rode across the meadow, beyond the river, and as far as the peat bog, but they could not find the little man or his cows. All they found was a single cowbell. It was made of shining gold. Whoa. And though the people of Tralee passed the golden cowbell from hand to hand and talked throughout supper about the glimmering, glorious green miracle, no one could account for what had happened. All they could remember was the tinkling sound of the little man's boots and the beautiful ribbons in his horse's mane. Little Fiona Riley remembered that when the man thanked her at the river, he said, "You have already won." As the sun began to sink behind the hills, the town slowly faded back to its real colors. "'Twas a fine St. Patrick's Day," the mayor said. He took the golden shamrock from the trophy case and put it into little Fiona Riley's hands. Everyone shouted, "Yay!" and cheered, "Yay, Fiona!" and whooped and hollered. The following year, when it came time to plan how to win the contest, little Fiona Riley, though she was but a wee lass of 7, had an idea. When the idea was put to a vote, everyone shouted, "Yay!" and cheered, "Yay!" and whooped and hollered. What do you think it is? Can you guess what her idea is? What is she going to say? That St. Patrick's Day and every year afterward, though they would take the shamrock and the golden cowbell out of the trophy case and polish them, the people of Tralee would no longer compete with Trala to win another trophy. They would decorate their town and share a meal of lamb and boiled potatoes simply for the joy of it. 'Twas a fine idea, to be sure. So they just enjoyed their dinner. So, did you enjoy that story? I don't see that leprechaun. Hey, what do we need to do to catch the leprechaun? Telling his story wasn't enough. See if you guys can tell me, do you have another idea besides reading his story? I think he's a little bit shy. I think the leprechaun's a little bit shy and maybe he doesn't want to come out. So what do you think we should do? Do you have any ideas? So what can we do? Maybe we need to do is to actually read a story about how to catch a leprechaun. When you don't know how to do something, what do you do? How do you handle it if you don't know how to do something? Would you what will you do? Check on your phone? Google it? We're going to do is we're going to read a book, How to Catch a Leprechaun, and maybe you'll get us ideas. Maybe we can set up a trap to catch the leprechaun. So maybe the story's not enough. Let's see what he likes. The story is by Adam Wallace and pictures by Andy Elkerton. Okay, so write down your list of how to catch a leprechaun. The night is dark. The streets are quiet. St. Patrick's Day is near. I tap my hammer so you'll know the leprechaun is here. Pull out all your laces. Put glitter in your hair. Oh, he likes glitter. Write that down. And when you walk around, you'll see my gold coins everywhere. Oh, he likes green and he likes gold coins. Write that down. So some ideas how to catch him, what he likes. You'll never catch me in your trap, but yes, I'll make a scene. I'll turn the whole place upside down. Your toilet will be green. Oh, more green. Definitely likes green. House number 1, I'm going in. Really? That's your trap. I'm in and out without a doubt. That one was a snap. So what did he do? Oh, mouse trap. Maybe we find some mouse traps. Can I catch them? And now I think it's getting worse. A shoebox on a stick. I'll dance a jig and still escape. We leprechauns are quick. So he likes like dancing a jig. Maybe we could dance a jig and set up a shoebox on a stick. Could we do that? Just try to catch one. Another house. I fixed your shoes. They really were quite smelly. I'll eat the nuts you left as bait and leave with a full belly. Oh, he came for their food. So maybe food's a good idea. Now you're talking. Look at this. It's dandelion tea. But I'm too speedy for your trap. This tea is mine for free. He's grabbing the dandelion tea. Maybe we could have dandelion tea. Set up dandelion tea. I know you want my pot of gold. That iron cage was clever, but I've been alive 200 years. You won't catch me ever. Oh, here's another kind of trap. Looks like a bird cage to me. Now you're getting fancy, but I'll escape with twinkle toes. It's a fancy, pantsy dancy. Oh, looks like he's got a slingshot. Trying to catch him with a slingshot? Seems to me an engineer has helped with this design. Too bad this little leprechaun is going to be just fine. Ah, what happened? Looks like Daddy's got a headache. Did he get hit in the head? Oh no, something didn't work. Your entire house is one big trap from the ceiling to the floor. Nice try indeed, but soon enough, I'll stroll right out the door. The leprechaun be gone 3000 gave me quite a scare, but without a 4-leaf clover, I won't be caught in there. Oh, he likes 4-leaf clovers. Add that to your list of things he likes. You'll never catch this leprechaun. Maybe we will. Impossible, that's a fact. I don't think so. Unless one day a brilliant child designs the perfect trap. It's going to take a child to do this? I'm not a child. Oh, can one of you guys come up with an idea? Can one of you? This takes a child. But who will that child be? Maybe you? Better luck next year. Well, so we've got some ideas of things that leprechauns like. So he's shy. Don't see him. Don't see him around yet. Let's put out some of his favorite things. So what we're going to do is we're going to move this so you guys can see what we're doing. We're going to set up a trap for him. And it says he likes, what does he like? Maybe if I put on a hat, maybe if I have a pretty green hat, what do you think? So let's put on a green, let's put up a green hat. Maybe he'll like the hat. Maybe he'll come for a pretty green hat. This looks like a really snazzy, fun hat. And what else? He likes dandelion tea. Dandelion tea. Put out some dandelion tea for him. And some hats. There's another hat. You can get one of these if you loot bags. We have loot bags. Okay, here's a shamrock. An Irish blessing. May you always be blessed with walls for the wind, a roof for the rain, a warm cup of tea by the fire, laughter to cheer you, those you love near you, and all that your heart may desire. So that's a blessing. I'll put this out. This is a blessing. Maybe he'll like put this up so you can see it. Maybe he'll want that. We're going to hang up this. All things. I think we're going to do it. I think he's going to come. All his favorite things that he loves, right? Shamrocks, Irish blessing. Look. We have a leprechaun. Maybe he's lonely. A lot of us are not having as many friends over. Maybe he wants to have a friend. Maybe he'll see this as a friend. Let's see. Oh, I got some shamrocks, his favorite. Put these out. These out. Oh my gosh. Look at all the stuff. Some more shamrocks. Oh, maybe we'll catch him in here. Maybe he'll come under here and we'll grab him. We'll catch him. Can we catch him when he goes under there? Look what else I have. Lots of gold coins. Put out some gold coins for him. Put out some gold coins for him. Here's some more gold coins. Whole bunch of gold coins. He likes gold coins. And I've got a scarf. They're fun. They're fun to play with. Maybe he'll come for the scarf. Tie this right here. Oh, this is fun. Setting a trap. Oh, I have a pot of gold. And I have some candy. Do you guys like candy? Okay. Oh, we got lots of candy. Gold coins and pots of gold. And all of this stuff. So, oh, we have this. we got it. Did you see a leprechaun? I don't see the leprechaun though. We got all this favorite stuff. What is it that we did wrong? What could we do differently? Put it in Facebook if you guys have an idea of what we could do to get him to come. Let's see. What were some of the things we wrote down? Wrote down all the things he liked to do. See anybody? I'm checking Facebook and nobody's telling me. Said he liked to dance a jig. Maybe if we dance a jig, he'll come. He'll want to have the fun because he's shy, but maybe all his favorite things and us having fun. He'll want to join the fun because, it's St. Patrick's Day, right? And it's all about having fun. So let's see. I'm going to share my screen. And this is how to dance a jig, okay? So we're going to watch the directions and we're going to dance a jig too. Can you do that, do you think?
I'm going to start with the jig step, the falling jig step, which is going backwards. And it goes like this. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Back, 2, 3, back, 2, 3.
You do that? Let's try it.
Again. Gents are going back on the left leg, ladies are going on the right. I'm demonstrating for ladies. So after 3, 1, 2, 3. Back, 2, 3, back, 2, 3. Fall down, fall, 2, 3, fall, 2, 3. Okay.
Do it again.
So what we're going to do is 4 steps backwards. So we're taking 4 bars backwards, which is down, 2, 3, down, 2, 3, down, 2, 3, down, 2, 3. And then we're going to go forwards for the same number.
Hey, come on, help me.
After 3, 1, 2, 3. Back, 2, 3, back, 2, 3, back, 2, 3, back, 2, 3. Forward, forward, 2, 3, forward, 2, 3, forward, 2, 3, forward, 2, 3.
I can do it. Can you do it? Back, 2, 3, back, 2, 3, back, 2, 3, back, 2, 3. Forward, 2, 3.
5, 6, 7, and back we go. 1, 2, 3, forward. 1, 2, 3, slow down, slow. 1, 2, 3, forward. 1, 2, 3, slow down, slide.
Woo, let's try it again. That was fun. Let's do it again. Okay, let's do it again.
I'm going to start with the jig step, the falling jig step, which is going backwards. And it goes like this. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Back, 2, 3, back, 2, 3.
Okay, like again.
Again. Gents are going back on the left leg, ladies are going on the right. I'm demonstrating for ladies. So after 3, 1, 2, 3. Back, 2, 3, back, 2, 3. Fall down, fall, 2, 3, fall, 2, 3. Okay, so what we're going to do is 4 steps backwards. So we're taking 4 bars backwards, which is down 2, 3, down 2, 3, down 2, 3, down 2, 3. And then we're going to go forwards for the same number. After 3, 1, 2, 3, back 2, 3, back 2, 3, back 2, 3, back 2, 3, forward, forward 2, 3, forward 2, 3, forward 2, 3, forward 2, 3.
Okay. You can do it with the music? Yay! Practice. Back 2, 3, back 2, 3, back 2, 3. 5, 6, 7, and back we go. 1, 2, 3, forward. 1, 2, 3, slow down, slow. 1, 2, 3, forward. 1, 2, 3, slow down, slide. Okay. Okay, so, did you see him yet? Do you see him yet? Still don't see him. Oh, this is hard. We have his favorite things. Where did the jig? Well, maybe he needs a real jig music, not just this short little thing. Let's try that. Okay, let's see if he's gonna come. Okay, you gotta believe, right? If you believe it's possible, it's possible. So here we go. Back 2, 3, back 2, 3. Step 5. Can you do it again? Back 2, 3, back 2, 3, back 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, Can you do that? Let's do your arm wherever you feel like going. Ready to go? on. I think I heard something. I think I heard something. Shy. He's shy. We do it one more time. Do you think he'll come? Let's try it again. I heard something. I think he's coming. I think he wants to be part of the fun, even though he's shy, even though he doesn't want people to see him. He wants to be part of the fun. It's hard when everybody else is having fun and you're not. So let's try one more time. And you can, so down 2, 3, down 2, 3, down 2, 3, down 2, 3. Forward 2, 3, forward 2, 3, forward 2, 3, forward 2, 3. Let's try it. Forward. Did you try? Try it. Try it. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready to go. Back to back. Back. Go back. Okay, I heard him, guys. We're almost there. Do you have any ideas? Oh, we're almost there. We almost got him. We almost got him. So let's see what's going to happen. What could we do? I need one more idea. I need one more idea. What can we do? Idea is, think he's shy. He wants to be here. He's here. I can hear him, but he's shy because I'm here. And honestly, if I'm not in this room, he might come in because, you know, he won't see anyone in the room. So I'm going to go try and find him. And I'm going to play the book This time it's the same book, but it's going to play out loud. And you tell me if he comes, okay? Because I'll come running out and I'll try to catch him in one of our nets, okay? So let's do that. I am going to play the book, and I'm going to sneak out. Don't tell him. Shh. Here's the book. I'm going to sneak out. You tell me if he comes.
Dreamscape presents How to Catch a Leprechaun. Words by Adam Wallace. Pictures by Andy Elkerton. The night is dark. The streets are quiet. St. Patrick's Day is near. I tap my hammer, so you'll know the leprechaun is here. I'll pull out all your laces, put glitter in your hair, and when you walk around you'll see my gold coins everywhere. You'll never catch me in your trap, but yes, I'll make a scene. I'll turn the whole place upside down. Your toilet will be green. House number 1. I'm going in. Really? That's your trap? I'm in and out, without a doubt. That one was a snap. And now I think it's getting worse. A shoebox on a stick. I'll dance a jig and still escape. We leprechauns are quick. Another house. I fixed your shoes. They really were quite smelly. I'll eat the nuts you left as bait and leave with a full belly. Now you're talking. Look at this. It's dandelion tea. But I'm too speedy for your trap. This tea is mine for free. I know you want my pot of gold. That iron cage was clever. But I've been alive 200 years. You won't catch me ever. Ha ha ha! Ha ha ha! Now you're getting fancy. But I'll escape with twinkle toes. It's a fancy-pantsy dancy. It seems to me an engineer has helped with this design. Too bad this little leprechaun is going to be just fine. Your entire house is one big trap, from the ceiling to the floor. Nice try indeed. But soon enough, I'll stroll right out the door. The Leprechaun Begone 3000 gave me quite a scare. But without a 4-leaf clover, I won't be caught in there. You'll never catch this leprechaun. Impossible, that's a fact. Unless one day a brilliant child designs the perfect trap. But who will that child be? Better luck next year. This recording of the book How to Catch a Leprechaun by Adam Wallace was presented by Dreamscape Media, LLC. Copyright 2016 by Adam Wallace. Sound recording copyright 2017 by Dreamscape Media, LLC. This recording was produced by arrangement with Sourcebooks Jabberwocky, an imprint of Sourcebooks Incorporated. Thank you for listening.
I heard him. I saw the green running by. Did you see him? Was the leprechaun here? I think he was here. I missed him. I missed the leprechaun after reading the book and doing the jig and playing, all setting the trap. I missed him. What can we do? What do you do when you're sad and things happen that you don't like? How do you make yourself feel better? What can I do? Maybe I'll get him to come back. Maybe I'll get him to come back again. So what did we do to get the leprechaun here? What did we do? We read a story. Actually, we read 2 stories. And we took notes on how to catch a leprechaun. We did that. And then what did we do? What did we do? We put out his favorite things. We put out candy and green things. And what else? Can you help me remember what we put out? What did we put out? Gold coins and shamrocks. And we put out an Irish blessing. And we put a box on a stick. But none of that caught him. We did a jig. Played some music. But when he came back, what made him come back? Was when I left, right? When I left, what did I have happening while I left? I was playing a book. So he likes books, and he likes if no one's there. So, maybe if I play a final book, a last book, he'll come back and maybe I'll hide and he won't see me and I can jump out and say, surprise, and I can catch him. Do you think it's going to work? Do you have any other ideas? So, okay, so, well, we'll try that idea. I'm going to go to Facebook, see if anybody is posting anything. Don't see, are there any messages? Okay. Okay, well, no idea. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play, I love Pete the Cat. Do you love Pete the Cat? I love Pete the Cat. And it's called The Great Leprechaun Chase by Pete the Cat. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to play that. And then you tell me, I'm going to hide. And I'm going to jump out when he comes back because he won't be able to not come for Pete the Cat, for goodness sake. He's wonderful in a leprechaun chase. He won't be able to not do that. So let's play Pete the Cat, The Great Leprechaun Chase. And I'm gonna hide, see if he comes out.
Pete the Cat, The Great Leprechaun Chase by James Dean. Tomorrow is St. Patrick's Day, and Pete's teacher, Mr. G, is teaching about leprechauns. The only time you can catch one is on St. Patrick's Day. A leprechaun will bring you good luck, Mr. G says. Now everyone in class wants a leprechaun. Pete gets a great idea. He will open a leprechaun catching business. St. Patrick's Day comes, and Pete gathers some supplies. He hangs a sign above his stand. This will be easy, Pete thinks. Squirrel is Pete's first customer. I want a leprechaun, Squirrel says. I need good luck for my test. Cool, I'm on it, says Pete. Pete has a plan. He will follow a rainbow until he finds a leprechaun. Finally, Pete arrives at the end of the rainbow and finds Clover the leprechaun next to a pot of gold. Pete sneaks up behind Clover. Swoosh! But Clover is too fast. Did you think you could catch me so easily? He asks. Once there was a cat named Pete who thought nabbing some luck would be neat. Then he happened upon a smart leprechaun who he'll find quite tricky to beat. Clover disappears in a puff of green smoke. Pete will need a new plan. That afternoon, Gus visits Pete's lucky leprechaun catchers. I want a leprechaun, Gus says. I need good luck for my band recital. Pete says, I'll see what I can do. Pete plans to lure Clover out with his music. He plays a jaunty song on his guitar. Before long, Clover dances over to Pete. Just a little closer, Pete thinks. Suddenly, Clover starts spinning around Pete. Round and round, Clover goes faster and faster. Oh no! Clover wraps up Pete with the rope. Pete has finally met his match, a crafty leprechaun he just can't catch. He'll never win, he better give in, or find something else to snatch. That evening, Callie visits Pete's lucky leprechaun catchers. I want a leprechaun, Callie says. I need good luck for my tennis match. Says Pete. St. Patrick's Day is almost over. There isn't much time left to catch a leprechaun. But Pete won't give up yet. Pete sets a trap for Clover. Before long, Clover tiptoes up to the trap and sniffs the air. I love candy, he whispers, peering under the box. Pete waits very quietly. Crash! Pete rushes over and checks underneath the trap. But it is empty. Clover skips away. Pete has tried many a plot, but still I haven't been caught. And isn't it dandy? I even got candy, while Pete ends up with squat. Pete has an idea. He follows the trail of spilled candy to Clover's secret hideout. Pete sneaks up behind Clover. Swoosh! Pete finally catches Clover. Why do you want me? Clover asks. I'm helping my friends who need some extra luck, Pete says. Luck doesn't come from having a leprechaun, says Clover. You and your friends have each other. That already makes you as lucky as can be. Could Clover be right? Pete is one very lucky cat. A lucky cat doesn't need a lucky leprechaun. He lets Clover go. Pete decides he will be the good luck his friends need by helping them out himself. Pete helps Squirrel study for his test. Squirrel aces it. Pete helps Gus rehearse for the recital. Gus rocks it. Pete helps Callie practice for her match. Callie wins it. Clover magically appears. Good job, Pete, says Clover. I have one more poem for you. While Clover played hide and seek, Pete learned something unique. The luck that you make beats luck that you take, any old day of the week. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
So I'm really disappointed. I didn't see anything. I didn't hear anything. He didn't come back. But I did like the story. Something about the story was pretty cool. It said, luck is not about what you take. Luck is about what you make. So it isn't, maybe it's not a bad thing that I didn't catch the leprechaun. Maybe catching the luck is not about what you take. Maybe it's about what you make. Pete the cat, tell me what he did. How did he make luck? He made luck by helping one friend study for his test, and the friend aced the test. And he helped another friend with their match and won their match. And then helped another one study and do well for the program. So maybe luck is about good friends, having fun, and making luck by working hard and being good to each other. So maybe that's a good thing. So I hope today that you had fun. I hope you had fun. Did you try doing the jig? I have to admit, I've been talking about learning to do the jig for like 3 years. This is the first year I actually had to do at least a part of the steps. So down 2, 3, down 2, 3 I could do. So, but it was fun. You know, I could do down 2, 3, but twirl around and go right and go left and clap. And, you know, it was a simple thing, but it was fun. So, so it's about making fun, having fun, learning something new, and making luck. So I hope the rest of your day you're healthy and happy, and you make luck happen for you, your family, and your friends. This is Bonnie Balda from the Pontiac Public Library, and I'm glad you joined me today, even though I didn't get to see you. Leave a comment for me. It's always fun to have somebody make a comment and let me know that they noticed and they shared and they enjoyed something. So have a great holiday, and don't forget, you can still pick up your goodie bag curbside. And are you going to try to catch a leprechaun on Wednesday? Because actually, St. Patrick's Day is Wednesday. You got some time. Maybe you'll get that shy leprechaun to come and visit you, and maybe you can catch him. Goodbye.